The final point in our cumulative case for the Bible, being a specific revelation of God, is the fact of changed lives. The Bible changes people's lives. For example, in the movie, and this was a book as well, The End of the Spear, the true story of missionary John Eliot is told. Jim Elliot went into an isolated tribe by waterplane, and Jim was killed by savages within the tribe. Then Elizabeth Elliot, Jim's wife, who is now a widow, of course, went into the tribe herself to evangelize them. She did this out of love for the tribe, which capriciously murdered her husband and his companions. And each of them had wives so that went with Elizabeth as well. So this was done out of love for the tribe, which, as I said, capriciously murdered her husband and his companions, such as that love described in the Bible. So this is where she got the idea for this. It was from the Bible. So her life was changed radically by the Bible. As a result of her efforts, the secluded tribe is still alive today, for there was a nearby tribe, and they were constantly skewering each other on spears. And after being exposed to the Bible, though, the end of the spear came, and this is where the title of the movie comes from. However, the title is a double entendre, so there's another meaning, but I don't want to spoil it for you, because it'll spoil the ending if I tell you what the other meaning is. So then, Jim, Elizabeth, their missionary companions, and the proselytized tribe all had their lives changed in a very radical way through exposure to the text of the Bible. And I can testify to the life-changing power of the Bible within my own life as well. All right, so that concludes, with what I just said, that concludes the cumulative case. And what the cumulative case is to go from belief in merely atheistic God to show why we can know more specifically about God and know that Christianity in particular is a true religion. And we find that primarily through the Bible for the various reasons that I gave within the cumulative case. So we looked at various reasons that converge on the conclusion, yes, the Bible does give us accurate and specific knowledge about God, and so we can conclude that Christianity, as opposed to, say, Islam or Judaism, is true. And this may sound like a very arrogant or controversial claim, but we're basing it all not on the Bible itself per se, but on reason. We know through reason, through evidence, through logical examination, that the Bible is an accurate and more complete description of God than we find, for example, through the cosmological argument for the existence of God. So reason tells us that it's not just theism, but more specifically Christianity, that the rational person ought to accept. So if you find that a stunning conclusion, it follows like 2 plus 2 equals 4. We're using reason to establish an objective truth claim that it is, in fact, true. And that's all I'm doing here. So we know that God exists. We know why we know that. We know that Christianity is true. We know why we know that now. And the next thing to look at, to kind of complete the full overarching argument, is to kind of explain more precisely what Christians believe. So to explain teachings about God and his relation to the world from the Bible, from the text of the Bible. So we're not saying we believe the Bible and we're going to base it on that. We're saying we know that we can trust the Bible for reasons, points 1 through 11 that I just went over in many videos. We've established the Bible. Now we can look at what the Bible itself says to flesh out what this Christianity thing is. Thank you. Shalom And as always, I really I say this a lot. I'm not sure what people think when they hear this, but I really do want people who disagree with the things I've said, not just the conclusions, but the reasoning getting to the conclusions, to offer constructive criticism of what I have said. If you don't object to what I'm saying, then it seems almost like you are agreeing with what I'm saying. So the silence almost is saying yes, this guy is right on the money. But if you disagree, then that gives something to for me to look at, for me to explore, and for you as well as we dialogue together. Um, we can both improve our own thoughts on these very important matters. So even if you don't agree with me, please comment. Please give constructive criticisms of what I have said. Thank you. Shalom. And I look forward to seeing you when I continue this overarching argument by looking at reveal or special theology or special revelation as opposed to general revelation, revealed theology as opposed to supernatural as opposed to natural revelation. Thank you.